Hello, my name is Johannes Martelius. I am a level designer and this is a developer walkthrough of my Portal 2 map Portapocalypse. The idea I had for the map was a test chamber that had been forgotten and neglected, which resulted in it being overgrown by nature. I have always felt that the Portal 2 maps were a bit too straightforward in their layouts, so to make my map stand out I choose to make it twist and turn to keep the player interested while exploring it. Usually when I design a new level I start with a top down in Photoshop, but this time I decided to start in Portal 2's own editor that is called Puzzle Maker. Because I started in the editor it made it easier to see how the puzzles will behave in-game. I liked the tractor beams and felt they had a lot of potential for fun and interesting puzzles, so I decided to base most of my puzzles around the use of them. I put the exit in the first big room so I could establish early where the player was expected to go. Most portal maps have a blue dotted line or a symbol right next to each object to show the player what he can interact with. I chose to leave these elements in the map to make it more accessible for less experienced players who may not be as familiar with some mechanics. One line shows the player a button on the wall that when pressed opens up a new path in the first puzzle, and another line that leads the player to a button that opens up the exit for the chamber. I used the laser fields and light bridges to block the player's path in different ways. When I felt happy with the design, I exported the map into Hammer to add different kinds of props like vegetation hanging from the walls, rusty beams and rocks. I also changed the texture for the panels to give the environment some depth and more realistic worn and torn look. One playtester told me that the cube in the first puzzle could get stuck on a small plateau in the middle of the first big room. I fixed this by adjusting the angle of the plateau in a way that would make the cube fall into the water and get reset instead. Another tester suggested that I modify the puzzle with the ball to make the player carry it over to the top room with the fizzler field in it. What I did to accomplish this was that I extended the walls and the ceiling of the room so you could see the elevator from the glass box where the ball button that activated the elevator is located. I also removed one of the cube dispensers in the starting area as many players felt they were unnecessary and found ways to work without it. The feedback I got on the placement of the laser in the second room was that it were dangerously close and players could get themselves accidentally killed when the fields got reactivated. To prevent this from happening, I moved the laser beam to one of the walls on the small plateau. To prevent potential frustration, I added autosaves after both rooms with water so the player doesn't have to restart the whole map in case they misstepped and got killed. To add to the atmosphere and story of the map, I added sounds to be played at certain places in the level.
I've just been notified that one of our test subjects may have angered the sentient cloud by beginning testing early. Now, as you all know, the cloud has banned all camera technology. Hates getting its picture taken. So this will have to be on the honor system. Will whoever started testing early please go outside so they can be consumed by the cloud?
In the original iteration of the map, players had to backtrack through the whole map after completing all the puzzles in order to reach the exit. One of the testers told me they felt it broke the flow and gave them the impression they had missed something. To fix this, I added a small corridor that led to a small room with a broken window in it that let you see the second room with the exit in it. This made it possible to put a portal on the small plateau to get back to the second room of the level and then head to the finish line from there. If you have any questions, you can reach me at contact@johannesmartelius.se. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can go to johannesmartelius.se. Thanks for watching.